Hey, today's video is sponsored by our friends at ButcherBox. Stick around. I'm going to tell you guys how you can get some free lobster and steak.
What are you doing, Gabby? Can you say good morning?
So we have the septic system being installed today. We're finally getting some projects done for the main house, but we also need it for the camper too. So we need to dump our black tank. So check this out. They brought their excavator out yesterday. He left it in. He left it overnight. He brought it last night. And he said that, hey, I'm gonna leave this here. If you wanna mess around with it, dig these stumps out, because the stumps are in the way, you go ahead. So I got the stumps dug out. I didn't film any of that. That was the first time I've been on a bigger one of those. So I was figuring it out. I'm pretty green on it, but I got it done. Check this out. So that stump, he could just pull it out of the way. And I just left it because the septic's gonna go in here somewhere. So if it ends up going right there, then there's a hole dug. Over there is a hole dug. But this filled up with some water last night, but that's not a lot compared to what I was hoping it wasn't. Like, I was hoping the whole thing was going to be full. Just a little bit right there. Let's check this other hole. There's no water. Oh, there's a little bit right there. A little bit of water right there. Those are pretty good sized holes on Gabby. So we'll see where he puts the septic. So that's what's on the agenda today, is get the septic in. Once he gets that installed, you're going to get down there and get stuck. You're gonna get stuck, you can't get out. Gabby, what are you doing? That's just a lot of surface water. We've got so much rain. You guys know, you've been watching the videos, you know how much rain we've got. Like I said, I'm actually a little relieved that that's all the water that's in those holes, because his concern was, when they dig, is it gonna fill up real quick before they put the tank in? And I don't think it is, just from, because that's been there for probably about 10 hours now, and that's what we got in there. So I'm gonna film them doing all that. I talked to him. He said, yeah, film all you want. I'll show you the company that he owns, and the name of it, number, and all that. If you guys are local, you can hit him up. So what I would like is to be able to use the same company for most of the work that we need out here. He actually does some clearing. We need to get another section cleared over here, just because we got to expand the field, because we're pushing the house back in there. We need a solar field, and we also need area for our garage, carport, whatever we decide to do off the main house. So the main house is going to be right in there somewhere, and I think we got it lined up where he can hopefully come back and clear and do the pad, the footing, all that. And it's always good to use the same people if you can. That way you don't got a bunch of other people coming in and out of here on top of each other's work and all that. So that's something I've always liked to do over the. This will be the third house we built. I try to use the same people as much as possible on the same project. But as soon as he gets here, I'll show you guys him doing a little bit of work. And I think they're going to deliver the septic here in a little while. I don't know what time, but I'll show all that. Maybe I'll get my drone out and throw it up. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you do, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Hey, if you're watching this on Facebook, we've been posting on Facebook. The best thing you guys could do for us over there is hit that share button. Share this video. It helps us out a bunch. Over on the Facebook. Hey, let's take a break from outside before we get really hot and busy. Let's talk about today's sponsor. So today's video is sponsored by ButcherBox. So I told you guys earlier in the video, stick around, because I'm going to tell you how to get 2 free lobsters and 2 ribeye steaks with your first purchase of the ButcherBox. And I'm going to leave links down below. I got the steak and lobster right here. In fact, let me show it to you real quick. So you're going to get 2 lobsters and 2 ribeyes. And throughout this little discussion here, I'm going to show you guys cooking. So I've tried the steaks and I've tried the hamburger meat, and today we're going to try the pork chops. You won't get to see it in this video, but ButcherBox prides himself on all their products being non-antibiotics or added hormones ever. Federal regulations prohibit the use of hormones and steroids in poultry. They are humanely raised. The beef is 100% grass-fed and pasture raised. The chicken is free-range, USDA certified organic, and the pork is raised crate free. So the bacon is sourced from heritage breed pigs and is uncured, nitrate free, and sugar free. See the seafood, which the only seafood we got are the lobsters. We haven't tried those yet. I'm probably going to end up making some lobster rolls. I've been wanting those for a long time, and this just worked out where you get the free lobsters with the purchase. So stay tuned for that video. So the seafood is wild caught Alaskan sockeye salmon, Alaskan cod, sea scallops, halibut cod. The lobsters are cold cracked Maine lobster. So guys, don't miss out on this deal. Go down in the comment section. I'm going to pin a comment with the link. Click the link. Sign up for the free lobster and steak with your first purchase. And if you guys don't want it, maybe you know someone that you could bless. We're actually, don't tell Brandy's mom and dad, but we're going to bless them with a few orders of the butcher box, and they're going to get the free lobster and steak also. So that's what we're choosing to do. Since we got our box already, we want to bless someone else, and I think Brandy's mom and dad are really going to like it. So if you got grandparents out there, mom and dad or something like that, send it to them. You guys get it on this free lobster and steak, and tell them, hey, I got something coming, but you have to let me know when it arrives, because I'm coming over for dinner. So don't forget, one of the awesome features that we absolutely love is that Butcher Box delivers directly to your house, puts it on your front porch, and sends you a notification that your package has arrived. I know Brandy's mom and dad, they don't like to go shopping inside the stores anymore. They like to do online shopping and then go pick it up. This is even better. Online shopping delivered to your house. Doesn't get any better than that. So go bless someone today, or bless your family with Butcher Box. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video, and a big thumbs up to Butcher Box for supporting today's episode on Keeping It Dutch. Okay, they have hit some big rocks, or a big rock, but he's doing a really good job busting it up and getting it out of there. It's just a little bit at a time. Just a little bit at a time. You dig for it, and finally starts busting up. He got some pretty big chunks out of there so far. So they're going to deliver the septic here in a little bit, I think. They don't know if they can get the bigger truck back in here, and if not, he said they can move it with the excavator right there, pull it back in here and set it down in there. So he's actually using one of the holes where the stump's at, so that's good. It was a dryer hole too, the one that I showed you the second one, and it's really dry now. Where I've probably shown you guys him hitting the rocks and getting down in there. So interesting stuff. I like this kind of stuff. Oh, you're the first one I've seen on that nest box. You're free. Oh, you must land on Abe's back. You hit a little rock right there. Just a little one, huh? Get to take a little walk. What you doing, Sleeping Beauty? Tired? Yeah, I already took her out. Oh, there's another Sleeping Beauty. So usually takes, he said, about 30 minutes to dig one of these holes, but he hit, like I said earlier, a huge rock. and he's got it broken up. It's been about probably hour and a half of digging, close to an hour and a half. But one thing is that he didn't have to get his jackhammer out to do that. That's a blessing right there, because that would have just made it even longer and worse. So it's good that he's able to get it with the excavator like it was, even though it took a little bit longer. At least he didn't have to jackhammer it out. Okay, so what they're doing right now, and I'll show you some aerial footage. You guys seen them set the tank already? They backfilled it quite a bit around it, and then they dug their first, I think probably right at 100 foot, maybe 75 foot, I don't know exactly, of lines, and I'll show you some aerial footage of that here in just a second. But now they're going to do another angle. There's 270 foot altogether. So what they do is put, I think he said 6 inches of this gravel down first, lay the pipe, and I could be wrong on the numbers, and then lay the pipe down, and then a foot on top of it, and then they backfill it. I think that's how he explained it to me earlier, and it gives it plenty of drainage. They don't want too much. It can only be a certain depth because they don't want too much of the, I think he said the topsoil on top of it, because then it won't aerate right or something. It won't drain like it's supposed to. And so right now they're digging another ditch to start laying more pipe down. So there's 270 feet right here, perforated sewer pipe, and then we got some regular pipe. We're gonna run the line from there to here so we can drain the camper. So you can probably see in the video somewhat they got their laser set up to get the right fall. I don't know exactly what the fall is required for this. That's all their understanding and they're doing. I hired the professional to do it right, and they're doing it right. They're doing a good job. And they hit a lot more rock than we anticipated, but you just don't know where we live up on top of this hill. So there's a lot of surface water on here. When they dug that hole, it really didn't backfill like we thought it was, which is a good thing, because it was just a big rock. He took out some huge rocks whenever he was digging. It was crazy. So I'll show you a little bit more digging. So he has 2 sections done and about 70 feet of lateral lines to go, and he's finishing off putting the gravel on top of this one section, and then he'll backfill it in, and he'll finish it up with the next stretch, and they'll be done with that part. And then we're gonna have to do the inlet to the tank itself for the sewer. So it's coming right along. I think the biggest part of this project, he got the hole dug really early, and then we had to wait on the tank for like 3 hours. So when you're waiting on other people to bring product that you can't get yourself because it's a company that they deliver it, so you're at their mercy waiting on him. He probably would have been done with this if the guy would have got here quicker, but it is what it is, and they're making a day of it for sure. We're finally getting a little bit of overcast, a little bit of shade, so that helps out quite a bit of the guys in the ditch working in the sun. So all right, I'll keep you guys updated, and we'll come back and probably when we get finished here, and we'll talk to Noah. He's the owner and operator of this construction company, and we'll get his take on the septic system and let him talk to you about exactly how this system works and all that. He's installed hundreds of these. Okay, well, he's gonna fill up. I'm gonna go ahead and start putting some water in this tank. You got to be careful with these tanks, keep them dry. If they go dry and there's water in the ground, they could float on you. Same thing with storm shelters, they could float on you if you ain't got weight in there. So we're gonna start filling this up, probably halfway full, get some weight in there, that way we don't have any issues of it floating. So I'll show you guys doing that. Okay, so they got all the lateral lines done, covered up, and now they're just gonna, he shot the grate on this for the right fall, so we can dump the camper into this. I'll run a pipe or my hose all the way right here, and we'll be able to use the septic now. And we won't have this hooked up full time as far as the black water. You don't leave that black water hooked up full time. You dump it as it gets full. Now the gray water, you possibly could. My only concern with that is if it coming back through and smelling up the camper, so we won't leave anything hooked up full time. We'll just dump it when we need to, but this is going to be awesome. We're about 30 feet away from the camper, and if that, and we're going to have us a way to dump our water tanks now. Okay, no, I think you're done for the day, ain't you?
Yes, sir.
Man, you guys, they made a day of it. You've been here like 12 hours. finally got it done. Is it wetter than you thought it was going to be, or is it about?
A lot wetter.
We got a lot of rain, haven't we?
Yeah.
So you want to explain to them exactly what you did today?
What I done was put the tank in.
How big a tank is it?
It's 1,000 gallon, and I put 270 feet of lateral line in, and we had to put everything on grade. One line will fill up, it'll percolate while the next one's filling up.
Is it that first line that you did?
The first line. It'll be filling up, percolate. It'll move to the second, third, and then it starts vice versa. Start redoing it. So
you've done quite a bit of these too, haven't you?
Oh, a couple thousand.
I cut you short because I said a few hundred.
Yeah.
So a few thousand he's done, and he's going to come back. We're going to schedule up, and you're going to do a little work over here and the pad and all that. And you said we could use a lot of that big rock for the pad, right?
Yep,
for the fill.
Yep.
I think you did a great job. Have you seen drone footage of your work before?
No.
You're going to see it in this video. I got some good drone footage of him working, and I think it's going to come out really nice because it showed you guys setting it and just working in general. So that's pretty neat. I appreciate you coming out here today and getting it done. Williams Excavation, 918-864-2479. He said call anytime.
Oh, yeah.
We'll be back in just a minute. I bet you guys are ready to get out, wasn't you? We've had to keep them pinned up all day, minus the morning because they were out here working all day. And the German Shepherd guard dogs do not like other people around, but the family. But anyways, they got it all done. Let me walk over here and show you. I don't have the cover on the generator. I think it's louder now. He didn't cover the top of it all the way because he wants to put better dirt on there, not all these big rocks. So he left it mainly uncovered, but he's coming back and going to be doing some clearing for me along with the pad. So we need to clear, since the house is going back further now, we need to clear at least this size this way and probably back that way. And we need a bigger solar field and more room over here because for the garage, carport, whatever we decide to do. But he's gonna come back and we're gonna do a pad, and then he's gonna do the foundation. He's gonna do everything on that end in a couple weeks. It's gonna be a couple weeks before we can get back over here. He's so busy. But at least we got the septic in. That's a big deal because now we can just, like I said, dump over there. And I'll show you guys probably doing that in the next couple of videos or something, actually setting it all up where we're actually using it. And I'm probably going to be doing some water lines too. So stay tuned for that. So the build has officially started. I consider this the build. It's officially started, and now we just got to get on track and do things. So the goal is to get dried in by winter. I know that's not a long ways away, but that's a lot of work to make that happen. So as long as we can get things going, I think it's possible. But anyways, that's all I got for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed yet, I got mosquitoes jumping on me. If you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe, and we appreciate you guys. We love you guys. We love all the support you give us, all the thumbs up, and the nice comments. It really does mean a lot to me and my family, and we can't thank you guys enough for showing the love. So with that being said, thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next video.